If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proved.
There he goes! Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy, because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Takes it the other way.
Job number one for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
This offense has it with really good field position. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. He's looking to pass. Trying to barrel in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up.
Got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Right back to the well. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new... Oh, out of space. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Red Raiders are on the move. Handoff to the lone back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Under fire. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Red Raiders are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man in the middle. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Looks it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Takes the handoff. It's Torres. Breaks into the open. He's got 42 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. They're going to ride this running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's John. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll pull it on the read. Open space at the 20. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the tight end. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Good timing on the quick out. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make...
Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Mississippi State lines up with a 1st and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The offense cashing it in on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh. But he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Lost to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. He's up to 73 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Saunders. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Garner. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the...
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oregon State has the lead right now, but this Reser Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garner. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, and forcing the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Toss to the left. Find some fresh air. Looking for room at the 25. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring runs.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Red Raider. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. A first down run in the red zone. driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Give to the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Hauls it in. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's got an open man. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raider. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you...
Breaks into the open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Saunders. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Caught in the backfield. It's Bland. defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Pressure coming. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the grab. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. He's going for it all. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
And the Red Raiders will go for it here on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason.
He wants to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They want that clock to run. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to South Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Pulls it in. It's Garner. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Power football with the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the lone running back. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense as he's knocked down immediately. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football, and they make the tackle short of the first down marker, but there's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on 4th down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Right down the middle. He makes the catch. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Touchdown,
Red Raider! And the stomping has commenced.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big...
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's